Every Thursday, 8:45, we talk soul plates with Jerry Manley. We have a guest this week along with Jerry. We have Kathy Verzillo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You own Craft Company number 6. You bought it just a year ago. It is one of those classic stores in our area on University Ave. And Jerry, you were saying it's a go-to, especially this time of year.
Absolutely. This time of year, incredible. The crafts throughout the country that she has, it's amazing. It's the best place to gift shop in Rochester, I think, really.
Yeah. And the great thing is, and the reason we're talking about this for Soul Plates, you did what to it?
Well, we opened up the back, and that includes the kitchen. And Jerry was nice enough to ask me if he could do a demonstration.
A great little demo kitchen back there. So we're going to do some
time.
stuff in the future there, as a matter of fact, with Kathy.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And so, Jerry, we did something very interesting and very tasty this week.
We got our drink on, Adam, didn't we? You know, you did some new school cocktails this morning, but you know, old school is where it's at with a little twist, my friend.
A little twist. So here it is.
This, my friends, is Craft Company number 6. If you have never been here, then you are not from Rochester. The most iconic, awesome, prettiest decorated shop in Rochester, downtown. Kathy Verzillo?
Yes.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us come in and break into your kitchen. Eggnog is so much more delicious, homemade, so much more delicious when you booze it up a little bit.
Oh, yes.
And the difference is immeasurable, and we're going to do that right now.
Okay.
So tequila we're using because I used to have a Mexican restaurant. I'm a big fan of tequilas. And tequila actually renders itself really nice with eggnog because it's got that smoky flavor. We'll talk about that in a minute. But now let's go through about how I do my eggs. I'm gonna crack all these. I'm gonna do a half batch, so we're gonna do 6 eggs. And I'm gonna separate the yolks from the eggs, the yolks from the whites. If you just run this through your fingers and kind of pull a little bit, the whites separate cleanly from the yolks. There it is.
I have
Beautiful.
never done that. That looks like a lot of fun.
And it really is. And if you have a lot of egg yolks to do, this really is the fastest way. Now, that's about a cup of sugar right in there. If you'd pour that right into those yolks for me, open it right up. So I got 6 eggs. I got a cup of sugar. I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Salt is, of course, a beautiful flavor enhancer. All right? So now, probably the only manual step in this whole recipe, we're going to whisk the sugar and basically creaming the yolks into the sugar. So you want to do this till it's nice and creamy. So there's our yolks. You can see how they've kind of creamed out nice like that. Okay? Now we're going to add a little bit of whipping cream. Maybe about a half a cup. I'm going to add 2 cups of milk. And, of course, tequila. Now, if you know anything about tequila, it comes in 3 different kinds. This is the añejo, which means it is an aged tequila, aged up to like 10, 12 years. Typically, they'll age them in like a bourbon cask or like a barrel that's been charred, and they give it that smoky flavor. It's the more expensive line of tequilas. You can get some reasonable añejos, but this is a Tres Generaciones, one of my favorite top-end tequilas. And it gives that eggnog a really good smoky flavor, and we're going to be able to taste that. Probably about a cup, a little more, whatever, you know, whatever strikes your fancy. And then we're going to just kind of give this a little whisk to mix this all up. Now, what I would do is I would put this in a nice little airtight container, cover it with cellophane or whatever, and then put it in the fridge for a week or even a few days longer, and then let it age a little bit, which is nice. You can freeze your whites while your mixture is hanging out in the refrigerator for a week or so, or you can always just do fresh whites again. Eggs aren't that expensive. All right, that's that. In the fridge for a week. Okay, it's been about a week. Kathy's getting really sick of me.
Oh my God.
Same clothes. Starting to smell a little bit. But hey, we're going to be drinking eggnog with a lot of tequila, so who cares, sister? So I'm going to pour this right into my beautiful little punch bowl here. Like I said, this is a half batch, so it's not going to quite fill it. But eggnog is nice for the holidays because it's kind of decorative, and we got the whole punch bowl thing working.
Jerry then whipped up 2 things, literally whipped up. First, the egg whites, a tablespoon of cream of tartar to get things coagulating. Wait for it to look like this, and then onto the eggnog batter it goes. Next, heavy cream. Swap it on when done.
So what I've got is I've got the eggnog mixture that we made with the tequila. We've got the egg whites whipped up and the heavy cream whipped up. We're just going to fold this in nice. And you just want to do this. A spatula would work probably better than my whisk. And you want to be careful. You don't want to mix it in too much because you don't want to take the air out of the whites. You want it nice and airy and fluffy. Now this does not resemble that stuff from the carton that we're getting, does it?
No, sir.
Now this little nutmeg grinder here captures all the nutmeg inside of it, which is kind of cute. Fresh nutmeg, kids.
Oh,
that is the bomb.
That pretty.
And you don't need much. My friends,
I'm so glad we're shooting this at 6 p.m.
it's 6 p.m. somewhere.
Yeah, that's
right.
Sure.
Right. This is So Place. We're at Craft Company number 6. Come on down here, visit Kathy. This place is amazing.
Nice.
Happy holidays, guys.
Here's to Huevos Nog.
I love it.
Oh, and that was tasty. And the
One
small correction I said.
Oh yeah, a
full
tablespoon of cream of tartare,
Yeah.
like less than a teaspoon.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's a good
I don't know what you'd have if you did a tablespoon of that.
Just a few seconds left. We want to mention a little bit of, these are just 2 examples of some of the things you have at your shop.
Yes, this is a intertwined original art basket. It was
Somebody made this locally.
Yes,
Or
in
the
Victor.
States. Wow, that's incredible.
Victor, New York, yes. And
This is so
beautiful.
cool.
And then this is from Watson Woodworks. This gentleman is from Colorado. I met up with him in Baltimore at the American
Wow.
Craft Council show.
Thank
and that
you.
is a jewelry box.
Thank you so much.
Spice box is what that is, for spices.